The other day, I thought I had like the most genius idea, but nobody seems to think it's as smart as I do. Because I read this article in New York Times. It was like the end of meat, and because with COVID-19 on these meat packing plants, and there's like factory farming, and there's way more vegetarians now. So there's like kind of this push for people to stop eating meat. I know, Johnny, don't worry. There's still hot dogs. I promise. Don't get upset. But
Okay.
I had what I thought was like the most genius solution, where you could still eat meat, but never kill an animal. I'm not talking
Okay.
about fake meat. I'm talking about real meat. You could
I
have.
think, have you, this has
I
been in
told you
your
this
head
idea
for,
before.
yeah, well, you might have told me this on the ship, but I want to hear it.
Okay.
I'm sure I supported you then. I'm going to support you again.
You only take from the animal. So if I'd have like, if I was selling chicken wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would only take one wing from each chicken, and then you
Genius.
just leave the
Genius.
chicken so you just have a bunch of like maimed, not maimed, but like we do it surgically, we would do it humanely.
Of
But we
course.
just cut
Oh,
off
God.
a wing and then let the
Yes.
chicken be a chicken the rest of its life, or lay eggs or whatever it's going to do.
Yeah.
And then you have the meat. You could take cows, you could just take like one leg or the back two legs, and then put like wheels like
I
dogs,
have, I've never heard a more humane thing in my life.
Well, no,
This
now
is
come on,
great.
be serious. I'm serious. I think that this is like a good ramp down, because if the future is no one eats meat and it's barbaric and we're all gonna eat like some sort of meat replacement, it's gonna take a while to get there, right? So we
Mhm.
need a transition. I feel like
So in the
this is
meantime,
just cut off of the animal enough to get like the meal, and then leave the rest of the animal alone, and then
yes, I fully support you. I think it's great. I think I'm excited for it.
my
I'm
friend
backing you
Mike.
up. I'm
Okay,
backing you up.
appreciate that. But my
Hmm.
friend Mike was like, no, that's worse than just killing. It's more humane just to kill the animal than to take its arm or wing. But I was like, well, if you came to me and you're like, I'm either going to shoot you in the head or cut off your arm, you can have my arm, right?
Yes.
And I'm talking about if
I think you're ignoring the option of just let me live. Don't
well,
eat
no, this
anything
is
or cut anything off.
right. But most people aren't willing to give up meat
Right.
in America. And this would obviously, it would cost a little more, because we've got to pay our surgeons. We've got to pay for the prosthetics for the animals afterward. But people will pay a premium to know every like chicken wing or rib I eat. I don't know if you could do ribs. Do you think you could do rib? They took a rib out of Adam to make Eve. I don't know if you can do. And then Marilyn
Solid.
Manson took ribs out, but I
Well, that
I
was
don't
to
think
suck. That was
his
okay.
own.
What?
Yeah, let's not go on a tangent about that.
But you do bring up a good point. Of I didn't even think about the expenses. It's a lot more expensive to put a chicken in a little wheelchair than to kill it.
Yeah, but also okay. So additional revenue stream. One, people are going to pay a premium to know they're eating meat that didn't result in the death of an animal. Two, we can sell like petting zoo type. People are going to want to see these animals, and play with them. And they're like, oh, this is, they need support because they've had this surgery, so they can go and pet the animals, take pictures like Tiger King.
I I can't tell if you're serious
No, I mean, I'm not like,
or
okay, like
not.
I don't think there's actually going to be a petting zoo with like disabled
Right.
animals and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
But that is
Like,
a cute picture. Like, people would travel, I think, to take that picture of a cow. If you think of a cow with no back legs, but just like wheels, like the dogs have those things, I think people would want to pay something to take a picture with that cow.